What's up, world? This is Alexander Playtime Woods of PlayTimeCares.com giving you a full NXT recap. This one is NXT 342 exclusively on your WWE network. It happened June 29th, 2016. It was at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. You had Tom Phillips and Corey Graves as your commentators. Your first match, they went straight to matches. The first match was Alexa Bliss versus Carmella. And Alexa Bliss, she showed signs of being a ring technician and a ring general. And conversely, Carmella showed signs of not being really polished or anything. It was really brutal to actually see the way that Carmella still seems like she's performing. Alexa Bliss is a lot more polished than her. And it was brutal actually watching Alexa Bliss have to really carry Carmella the entire match, so I mean Alexa Bliss had a good showing, but because of the fact that she had to carry Carmella the entire match, it only ended up being an average match. The match ended up only being about 2 out of 5. It was just an average match. And of course, Alexa Bliss dominated Carmella in it and showcased why, she should really be considered for the Women's Championship. So she ended up getting a pin victory after doing what she called it, the Twisted Bliss. That was kind of like a flipping high risk off the top rope maneuver that just kind of cemented the fact that she is somebody that you shouldn't really play around with. Alexa Bliss is serious, so I definitely like that one. Then they did they cut away to a recap of Shinsuke Nakamura challenging Finn Balor to a match, and that happened 2 weeks ago. And then they cut away to Shinsuke talking about the relationship that him and Finn Balor had, essentially that they've been friends for about 10 years, and they actually are like really good friends. Shinsuke was happy that Finn was able to, make it to NXT. He watched him become an icon. Now they signed him. And he's like, well, before I even get a title shot, I think I should beat all of the icon. So he said, well, hey, when me and Finn actually have a good match, when me and Finn actually have a match, it's going to be one that you really will enjoy. We're going to have a great match. And then they cut away to Bayley, and they were talking to her about how she feel about coming back after being off. And Alexa Bliss broke in and was like, look, I just beat up your friend Carmella. If you want a rematch against Asuka, you have to go through me. I'm the woman right now. You have to go through me. Match 2 out of 3. That was Noah Potes versus Andrade Cien Elmas. Very complex, tongue twister there, as you can tell. All right. Now, this guy, he kind of reminded me of a really tall Rocky Johnson. That's the best I can describe him. But Cien, he actually had a counter for every move that this guy had. This match was actually going to be really cool, but alas, the match was too quick. Cien won the match once he did that running double knee to the face while Noah was sitting in the corner. Quick pin after that. Match was a 2.5 out of 5. It was about to be a good match, but it stayed in between the average and a good match. It was 2 out of 5. And after that match, they cut away to an interview with Austin Aries, and it's like, Austin, why did you attack No Way Jose? Austin Aries blamed it on the crowd. It's like, man, I put my time to work in multiple organizations. I failed multiple championships everywhere. No Way Jose hasn't done a fraction of what I've done. And y'all cheer him because he come in the room and ring and he's gyrating and whatnot and he's having fun, and you boo me. So hey, this is on you guys. This is on the NXT universe for cheering them and booing me, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Just wait to see what happens since y'all want to boo me so much. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So then they cut away to Finn Balor doing his interview about his interview about having to face Shinsuke Nakamura, and he pretty much kind of said some of the things that Shinsuke said, which was that they are friends. They're friends outside of the company. They're not just friends in the ring; they're friends outside. Known each other about 10 years, and Shinsuke took care of him when he went to Japan. Shinsuke put him underneath his wing. He wanted to kind of give him the same courtesy when he came here, show him that type of love that Shinsuke showed them. He said, but when they have this match, he said they've fought before, but this time it's different because they're a lot wiser, a lot older, a lot wiser. He said, hey, this match is gonna be something special. Just watch. So once again, I'm looking forward to this match. Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's see what happens. Okay, now you have the announcement that Bayley versus Alexa Bliss will happen next week on NXT. Then you have your third and final match. You have the Hype Bros, versus Gargano and Ciampa. And it started off just your normal back and forth action, and you just thought it was going to be just another average match. But then it just started to get kind of unpredictable. You was like, oh, well, that's the end of the match there. Kick out. Whoa. Well, the Hype Bros do something to the other team. Oh, that's the end of the match. Kick out. Whoa. Well, then the other team do something to the Hype Bros. That's the end. Kick out. So, it started building up the anticipation of when the match was going to actually end. Long story short, Gargano and Ciampa, they actually did build enough momentum, and they were able to do a really cool finisher on Zack Ryder. It's the meet you in the middle, where they just come running from both sides of the ring and just like kick you in your back of your head and the front of your head at the same time. And then Gargano and Ciampa, they grabbed the microphones like, look, man, we've been essentially saying, man, we've been running through this tag team division. It's about time that we get a tag team match. So of course, they brought up, hey, a couple of weeks ago, we beat the current tag team champions. We should be in line for a tag team championship. Of course, that brought out American Alpha because they just lost to the current champs, the Revival, and they're like, look, hey, much more power to you. I know y'all gonna get that tag team championship chance, but you're gonna get it against us because we're first, and we're gonna take them belts from the Revival. And the Revival comes out and say, hey, man, both of y'all pretty much not worthy to even challenge us, so it doesn't even matter. We run stuff right now, and we say none of y'all worthy. William Regal come out and say, hey, I'm the person that say who's worthy, and I'm the person that make matches. Matter of fact, next week we're going to see who the best between you and American Alpha. Y'all got a 2 out of 3 falls match next week. So now you got the 2 out of 3 falls match with American Alpha versus Revival for the Tag Team Championship. You got essentially a number 1 contenders championship for the Women's Championship with Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. Look like next week going to be a all right showing. Ciampa and Gargano was leaving out the ring, and American Alpha was shaking their hand. Their music still playing, and the Authors of Pain came from behind and attacked. American Alpha. Gargano and Ciampa tried to help them. They got whooped a little bit, and Paul Ellering came out and pretty much told them, "Hey, time to go." So that's it. That was NXT 342. Yeah, it looked like you have a decent showing. 2 out of 3 falls for the Tag Team Championship. Alexa Bliss versus Bayley for essentially the number 1 contenders spot for the Women's Championship against Asuka. So, should be a pretty decent show. Subscribe to PlayTimeCares.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Playtime Cares. I'm Playtime Cares on everything. Subscribe. Tell all your people to subscribe. Hey, Playtime out.